Hello and welcome to the tutorial chapter 3 multicast pattern. In this pattern we will play with the multicast pattern an animation on throw a ball into someone else. This is a server, as you can see for the ball. Let's see if we can hit this one. And well, in the multicast pattern we will also play a sound. And this is the clan. This is the clan. He has 500 ping per hack ping, and this is how it looks like. And yeah, it gets instantly dropped. And as you can see, as you can see from the server side, is the client right? Yeah, it's the client. There's a lot of delay. Where I am? Yeah, here. Well, not a lot, but some of it. And as you can see, you throw it, it's kind of retarded. But not a lot, you can't even appreciate it. There's some artifacts, but we'll fix them or try to fix them in next with adventure application, with fairly well done adventure application. Well, that's it for the intro, the preface, and the preface and the introduction for this pattern, the multicast pattern. Cheers. So here is where we left it off. And you pick up an item and that's it, but you cannot throw it or do anything at all on heights and all that, but you cannot throw it. What we're going to do is that it gets thrown. Okay, first off, let's bind an input that when we throw the item, it's gonna when we click, it's gonna throw an item. So let's use this at a new action mapping, and it's gonna be left mouse, no, sorry, mouse, left mouse button or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce button. They make fun of me, some friends of mine, because I don't know how to pronounce button yet, or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna call this action throw cube on someone head. Why not? It's an easy to remember name. We're gonna save all. We're going to go here in the third person card here and add it. Okay, let's make well, let's command this. Forgot it. I guess that MAXWELL card will have its duty now. Okay. And now, let's copy this comment here. Okay, let's call this trigger the input multicast pattern. Okay, now add on someone head. Okay, let's add the input that we created. Let's press print to make sure if it works. From third car, the third character or the third ride or whatever. Let's input of throwing something. I don't know. I'm gonna let this comment later, so I better do it right. But yeah, I should do it right. Yeah, it works. Okay. Now, Um, we're going to play an animation. Um, for this, I'm thinking about using uh, my own system for the anim tree rather than using anim montages. I don't want to use an anim montage. Sometimes they fail, or I don't know. But no, I mean, if you do it not right, obviously it fails. Nothing fails at all. But it's easy to mess it up. Okay, okay. After thinking, I decided to use the our own anim tree pattern uh, for playing animations, just a sequence there, and assign it to something. So let's go. First off, let's let's get the animation we want. Well, let's go and get the anim tree we want to use. You go to mesh, and there you go the anim tree you want to use. Here, this one. Okay. We see that it's probably a child of other anim tree, so let's just a child. Okay. So um, for this one, uh, okay. So let's keep going. We go to the locomotion system here on idle, or no, not here, sorry, in here, and we play, well, we play this animation. I guess I can drag and drop it. We play the dump animation. Let's go and make this a pin. Let's also um, promote this to a variable. Okay. And wait, because there's a problem here. I have to like okay, sorry, I was gonna do something else. Rather than play it on the root here, we'll make a new state and we'll call this state uh play animation, and we'll set here what we need. Okay. And let's add some conditionals, and we'll add later some logics. And okay, we will make a new this variable here. It's find here, right? But we need to assign it somewhere. And if it's nothing, because it's not, yeah, well, actually it's something, but well, anyway, but it's not enough memory to know when we have to trigger it or not. So we'll make a boolean called trigger animation. Okay, and if it's true, it's gonna trigger our animation. It's pretty complicated system, but it's, I don't know, think I think it's good enough. And when it's false, it's gonna here, not when it's not true, it's gonna skip the state. Okay. Hmm. Um, Note, it's like you're saying this thing of note. It's like saying the opposite of the value. If it's true, then it's gonna return false. If it's false, it's gonna return true. It's a little bit complicated, but it's pretty useful at the end. Okay, let's check. Will it work? Now when we hit play animation, it should play the animation. And the trigger, sorry, it's called trigger. Actually, it's not here. What? Trigger animation? It, uh, No, I have to compile. Okay, trigger animation. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Animation, animation, animation. Okay, good. Now we're going to am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Uh, we're going to turn this variable into true whenever we click this. Okay, for this we're going to make a variable here too called should we play animation. Okay, now let we'll start to make the multicast pattern. We'll add custom burn and we will call it server trigger red. No, I sorry, multicast play animation play anim. Okay, let's add server because okay, let's explain it again. So when you are in server side, I mean in the client side, when you are in client side, you if you play an animation or change a value, it's not going to replicate unless you call the server. Um, that is by doing this, and then I need to add another event. Let's call it multicast pattern trigger anim. And let's add that it's a multicast and reliable too. Reliable means that you send well, it's I'm not sure what it does. You have to any like network engineer to know it. But if it's reliable, it's gonna ensure that the action, the event gets called for sure. But if not, if it's not reliable, sometimes it won't reach the goal. Okay. Now now let's call it from the input server play pattern. No, what is the name? Oh, here. Okay, when we call this, it's gonna call the multicast pattern running, and it's gonna turn this to true. Hmm. Okay, this is gonna be true. Not replicated across everyone, but and but somehow it will. You will say, okay. Uh, now we need to make sure in the anim tree that this trigger animation thingy gets assigned something depending of the uh, of the character value. So let's cast the value of the character. I guess it's third person character. I didn't. We didn't. We have to cast it. Cast the third. Okay. We have to cast it. And uh, pass the bar. Pass the bar of trigger anim. Okay. Now, you see, we have a wait. We don't have a trigger variable. Oh, maybe because it's not editable. Should we play animation trigger? Well, that was not necessary. Sorry. we need to name it something concise. Trigger, trigger. Okay, we get it, and we set this one, and now when we toggle it, it should go. There's a compiler. I guess I need to compile here too. Okay, now let's make a print here. No, let's not do it. But okay, we see that once we call the cube, it's gonna play an animation. This animation, it's gonna go to the server and say, hey, go and play for all clients. For all clients, this plays for all clients. Multicast pattern plays for all clients. Something. Okay, let's see if it works or not. And if so, we will repair it. I'm recording. Yes. Okay, when we click, it's playing the animation. Will it play for the other clients? Apparently, it does something weird. It played once, but it quit for some reason. Okay, let's try it. Let's test it again. Okay, animation. Yeah, it plays. And for some reason, it escaped out of the state. I don't know why, but well, it's good enough. You can see it plays for every client. Let's test from another client. For some reason, it quits the animation. I have no idea why. But yeah, and from the other client too. However, it's not perfect. Okay, as we see, we got it playing, but it never stops playing. So let's place a delay, and let's add it. After 3 seconds, it stops playing. So let's stop playing the animation for everyone. And that's gonna stop playing the animation after 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess 2 seconds better. 1, 2, and it starts playing. Okay. So let's test it. Yeah, it works. And for clients too, as you can see, that was you play an animation so far. I mean, you can use any system you want. There's a lot of systems to play an animation in Unreal Engine. Just wherever you want. Well, I think with montages maybe it would be better, but it's good enough. Okay.
Hello. So beforehand, before finishing this chunk of the tutorial, which is multicast pattern with some prediction in mind, we will see the different other information, memory, or however you want to call it, data or whatever, things to replicate successfully a game, right? And disclaimer: I'm not the most expert dude in this thing, which is multiplayer and replication. However, you can still learn and all that. But yeah, let's see where we left it off. And this is where we left it off. We left click, and it plays animation for everyone. Yeah, and there's some bugs and whatnot when you click for some reason. Well, we'll fix them later. And what else? So you see these three texts on the screen. We just see four actually, but it's ping, it's network like delay in milliseconds. Then you have uh, the role autonomous proxy, and then you have the remote role authority. What this is, and well, you have text block too, but we have not finished this one yet. Okay, the role autonomous proxy. That would be the role of the dimension that this actor is at. let's define what do I mean by the dimension. Dimension means, okay, there's two dimensions, server and client. The server holding the true instance of the game, and the client being the fake instance of the game. Okay? Well, and you see that the role and the remote role changes across wherever it's whenever it's server, listen, server or client. In here it is role authority, while in here the role is autonomous proxy. Okay, let's explain these roles. And the roles are these ones. This website it's Unreal 3. I know it's pretty old. You should not use this, but it's the fundamental, I guess, of multiplayer and Unreal Engine, I guess. And you have four main roles. You have the role authority. As an overview, I would say this one is like, it's like, if the dimension of this actor has a final call on its memory, it's or this of the memory, it's role authority. If, and then this role known, if the dimension doesn't have a final call on the memory of this actor, it's gonna be known. It's role known. It has no, on the reverse dimension, it has no role. And you have similar to proxy, that it's real like there is prediction, but the similar proxy does not have as much power, I guess, than the autonomous proxy. These are kind of opposites to each other. Okay, I made four pictures of them. Okay, and I made four pictures of them here. You have this role known, which is okay. Let's say so this is a dimension, the server, and this is another dimension, the client. And this server will hold the actor, right? But for the other one, it will be known. So, meaning that the other dimension won't have any clue about it. Okay, then what else? Then you have the similar proxy. Then the authority. Let's say that the authority is at the dimension which holds this actor will have full control on it, and the other dimension will have no control at all of it. Well, you could say this one in here, the role in here, it would be authority here. But the remote role for this one would be known, right? Okay, then the other roles. Disclaimer, I'm not sure of the simulated and autonomous proxy, so you have but the main concept is that okay, the simulated proxy it's going to have prediction, it's going to replicate, but you don't control yourself. The dimension doesn't have the true authority on it. It's like, I guess that the simulated proxy would be a dog, and the autonomous proxy would be a cat. The cat has more freedom. It's not a nice example. And the simulated proxy is like always with a string or with a belt or whatever. Yeah, I guess it's a good way to explain it. And what else? Okay, That's it for the explanation of roles. See you soon. Next time we will make we will through the roles know who's the client and who's the server. Okay, so seeing the roles and all that, we will proceed to know. Well, do you remember this like fourth text block that it's here? That will be defined. Will be to define if our dimension is client or server. Okay. Okay. Let's create a binding. Oh, no, that's not the right binding. Wait, it's really right. Okay. Go back here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's remove the binding, creating binding. If there was any binding, okay. And now you may be wondering, how will you discover Fern? How it's if our dimension is client or server? Well, we will use the remote role to know that. Okay, so get player. We get player. Oh no, we get owning player first. Owning player first. Then we get the remote role. Get the remote role. And we make a select. Select is to. It's like an if, but cooler, right? It's very cool. It's the most fancy stuff ever. And okay, if the remote is role, it's known with exception. Exception. No role at all. Okay. If it's similar to proxy, if our like reverse role it's similar to proxy, then it will be server. Okay. If our reverse dimension is autonomous proxy, it will be server, and if it's authority, it will be client. It's pretty hard to understand. I mean, I didn't do this at first try. However, well, I did get it right, but I didn't record it right. I got to think a lot, and you know, I did this from scratch. I did this from scratch again, so it's much clearer, much fast and efficient to get to know it. But yeah, if our in our if in our other dimension it's raw authority, it's clearly that we are a client. If in our other dimension it's autonomous proxy, it's clear that we're server. If it is similar to proxy, server as well. Okay, let's check it. Play. Okay, from here it's oh, I don't know why it's being now. Well, I guess it's cool. Okay, you see, in here we are the server. We have 0 ping, 0 latency, 0 milliseconds of retardation, or whatever you want to call it. And we have here that we're client. That's correct. And in here we are client as well, because we're a client. Okay. Or whatever. And that's it for this little definition of who's client, who's server dimension thing. Next time we will see how to emulate lag again. That there's another way. Okay. See, you may be wondering why do you do this Fern not from scratch and you do it later? Well, I didn't expect it to be that important, but yeah, it's important. Okay, but well, we left it off that we know who the server and the client is. Color ping for I don't know what reason, but yeah. Okay, now we were going to emulate lag in a different way. You can do this. I know this from memory. You can do net emulation. No, net emulation, and then you do packet lock. Packet lock. It's 500. Okay, I think this worked. And now, well, we did it for that instance of the game. We will do it here too, and it should go up. And so, well, if we do a lot of log, like 2 seconds of log, it's gonna go pretty retarded. See, I move, and after 1 hour it moves. Well, 1 second to be honest, but you see, it's like we got AI, but we don't have AI. And how else are we going to? If I now close the game, it's not going to. Well, it's not going to affect again. So we will go and go to the project root folder. So in Explorer, we'll go here, here, and in here we will place some lines to emulate our lag every time we play. So yeah, I was repressing a bit. Okay, we'll probably skip this. So well, I'll skip this until we find. Okay, after looking, I finally found the way to simulate lag, emulate lag. This is the lines you need. That's all you need. So let's do something like 500. Oh, let's see how it rolls. Or you know what, 250. And let's start again. We play, and we see that it will take some time even to join. It took some time. Okay, but it says 500 ping. Hell, I don't know why. Why 500 and not 200? If somebody could explain me that, I would be really grateful. Like, very grateful. However, as you can see, there's a delay. It's not fully. It's like there's AI because we cannot tell. So, that's it. This is how you emulate lag in another way that it's not a console command. You can do it from a console command. You can go and do this. 2000, maybe. Yeah, it does work. It does work still, but only for this dimension. Okay, that's it. Oh hell, I hate ping. Well, whatever. Okay, so as you can see, there's 500 ping, and so when we deploy the animation, it will be a little bit like there will be some delay. You see it? We can fix that. How? Well, with prediction and advanced replication, you would say. I mean, I don't know if there's any perfect or correct or whatever you want to call it way to go and replicate this, make it perfect with prediction. But you see, when we click, we play an animation, right? But we can do that. We play it first from the client and from the server, and it's like there's no delay, there's no lag or anything at all. Okay, then if we do this, it will have no lag more or less, because in our instance, our dimension, it will play first. So if we play, um, there's a little bit of lag, so it takes time to load. See, it's instantly replicated. However, there's some bugs in the anim tree. Hell, I don't know why. I will next time we'll fix them and make it perfect, I guess. And if not, we'll just leave it here and do the end result, I guess. And that's it. Cheers. Alright, let's try to bug fix this. Bug fix this thing. Whenever, for some reason, if we're walking and also we play the animation, it will do strange stuff. Very strange stuff, indeed. Okay, we go to the anim tree. Oh, we go here. And we go to the queen anim tree. We see it's a tile, probably. We go to the pattern, which is this one, open pattern editor. We see that this is right, but it's all in here. I guess. Oh, okay. Well, we got a slot. I don't know what. Oh, we got the locomotion. Well, we'll just. Where's our state? Here. It's in locomotion, and we'll just go and put this thing here, and I guess it will work fine then. Okay, let's test it. It doesn't play again. No, I didn't fix it. Why? Okay, we see that in here, the bucket's probably here. It probably goes to walk and run and doesn't enter to in-play animation for sure. Which would have solved with an anim montage, but I guess it's not, you know. Ah, okay, I see the bug here. This should be not boolean. Not boolean. Okay, here. Okay, now it should play the animation all the time. Yeah, now it works. That's an error of mine. And yeah, that's it for the bug fixing. We fixed the bug, and it's pretty perfect now. And we can go and proceed to well, the ending and the end result. Okay, so this is the end result for this pattern, the multicast pattern, with some prediction or advanced replication in mind, or however you want to call it. Yeah, we play the animation, and as soon as we click, we see the animation of the client. However, there's a little bit of delay on our server, but we cannot really fix that because it's impossible, I guess. I mean, if you think it quietly, you think something, you do an action, right? There will be always delay. I mean, unless the computer can go on and say, oh dude, you're going to click in 5 seconds, so I'm going to play the animation already, but it's not such computers. So I hope there's never such computers. No, I don't know. But it would be cool, right? But I don't know. Well, As you can see, we play the animation from the client first, and the server does it. It's like a little bit autonomous, right? And from the server, when we click, since there's no delay, in the server there's really no delay, but in the client there will still be some delay. Okay. Well, that's it for the multicast pattern. I hope you liked it. Um, I hope you like Maxwell Cat music, because I'm gonna play it on the end. And that's it. Cheers.